Karolina Protsenko is a young violinist whose expressive performances have attracted global attention and admiration. Born in Ukraine and raised in a musical environment, she developed an early passion for the violin and began shaping her identity as a performer through dedication and consistent practice. Over time, her interpretations of well-known melodies began circulating online, allowing audiences from different countries to connect with her emotionally rich style. Her music is often described as gentle, expressive, and deeply engaging, offering listeners a sense of calm and inspiration. As her popularity grew, she continued refining her technique while exploring a variety of musical genres and performance settings. Today she represents a new generation of classical-inspired musicians who use digital platforms to reach wider audiences. Her journey reflects talent, discipline, and artistic growth that continues to evolve with each performance she shares with the world, with lasting emotional resonance always present. Early musical foundations and childhood inspiration. Karolina Protsenko grew up in a household where music played a central role in daily life and emotional expression. From an early age, she was drawn to the sound of the violin, fascinated by its ability to mimic the human voice and convey deep feeling. Her early exposure to music came from family members who encouraged creativity and disciplined practice. She began learning basic techniques and gradually developed coordination, tone control, and musical sensitivity. Practice sessions were consistent and structured, helping her build strong foundations in classical performance. As she matured, she became more curious about different styles of music, exploring both traditional compositions and modern interpretations. This curiosity allowed her to develop flexibility in her playing style. Teachers recognized her ability to learn quickly and interpret music with emotional depth beyond her age. These early experiences shaped her understanding of music as storytelling, rather than simple performance. Her childhood environment provided both inspiration and stability, allowing her to grow into a focused young musician with a clear artistic direction that would later define her public musical identity and continued development over time. Her dedication remained steady throughout every stage of learning and personal artistic exploration and continuous growth path. Rise through public street performances. Her transition into public performances marked an important stage in her artistic journey, allowing her music to reach audiences in everyday environments. Performing in open spaces gave her the opportunity to connect directly with listeners without formal barriers. People were often drawn to her violin playing by curiosity, but many stayed because of the emotional depth in her sound. These experiences helped her develop confidence and adaptability as she learned to perform under changing conditions and unexpected surroundings. Each performance became a learning opportunity, strengthening her ability to maintain focus despite distractions. Over time, her presence in public spaces began to attract larger groups of listeners, some of whom recorded her performances and shared them online. This organic exposure contributed to her growing recognition beyond local boundaries. She treated each performance as a chance to improve rather than a pursuit of attention. This period played a key role in shaping her identity as a musician, capable of expressing emotion in simple yet powerful ways, building the foundation for her later international visibility and continued artistic development. Her growth during this time was steady, reflective, and deeply connected to audience response and personal discipline, shaping her future musical direction completely and firmly. Digital presence and global audience growth. With the rise of online platforms, her performances began reaching audiences far beyond physical locations, creating a global presence that continued to expand. Videos of her violin interpretations circulated widely, allowing listeners from different cultures to experience her music. This digital exposure helped her build a diverse audience that appreciated her emotional style and technical skill. Unlike traditional performance paths, her growth was driven by consistent sharing of recorded performances rather than staged events alone. Each video contributed to her evolving identity as an accessible and expressive musician. Audience feedback played an important role in shaping her confidence, as positive responses encouraged her to continue refining her artistic approach. Over time, her online presence became a central part of her musical career, complementing her live experiences. The accessibility of digital media allowed her music to be discovered repeatedly, increasing its long-term impact. Her growing audience demonstrated how emotional expression in music can transcend geographical boundaries and language differences. This phase of her journey marked a turning point, establishing her as a modern musician whose influence extended across continents through digital connectivity and artistic consistency. Her audience continued expanding steadily across many regions and musical communities worldwide, without limitation ever. Performance style and artistic identity. Her performance style is characterized by emotional clarity, technical precision, and a strong sense of storytelling through music. She focuses on bringing out the emotional core of each composition, rather than relying on technical display alone. This approach allows her to connect deeply with listeners who respond to the expressive quality of her sound. Over time, she has developed a recognizable musical identity that blends classical influence with contemporary interpretation. Her ability to control tone, pacing, and dynamics gives her performances a distinctive character. Each piece she performs is shaped by careful attention to mood and emotional structure. This artistic sensitivity has become one of her defining strengths, setting her apart from many young musicians. She continues to refine her technique through consistent practice and exploration of new repertoire. Her musical identity is not fixed but evolving, shaped by experience and creative curiosity. This evolution reflects her commitment to growth as an artist, rather than repetition of familiar patterns. Through her performances, she communicates emotion in a way that feels natural and engaging, allowing audiences to experience music as a form of personal expression and shared understanding. Her artistry continues to mature, with each new performance shared gradually over time. Collaborations and musical expansion. Throughout her career development, she has engaged in collaborative experiences that have broadened her musical understanding and creative perspective. Working with other musicians has allowed her to explore different interpretations of sound and performance structure. These collaborations introduced her to new styles and techniques that expanded her artistic flexibility. By performing alongside instrumentalists and vocal performers, she learned how to adapt her expression to complement others while maintaining her own identity. This balance between individuality and collaboration became an important part of her growth as a musician. Each partnership offered new insights into rhythm, harmony, and emotional delivery. These shared experiences also strengthened her ability to listen actively and respond musically in real time. Collaboration encouraged experimentation and helped her break away from repetitive patterns. Over time, these experiences contributed to a more mature and versatile artistic approach. Her involvement in diverse musical settings reflects a willingness to learn and evolve continuously. This openness to collaboration has become a defining aspect of her journey, allowing her to expand her musical boundaries, while deepening her understanding of artistic communication through shared creative expression. Her collaborative work continues to influence her artistic direction significantly today, and remains an important foundation for growth. Media exposure and public recognition. Her growing visibility in media environments contributed to broader recognition of her musical work and artistic presence. Appearances in public broadcasts and recorded features introduced her to wider audiences who may not have encountered her performances otherwise. These moments helped shape her public image as a skilled and expressive violinist with a unique emotional style. Media exposure also created opportunities for her music to be shared across different regions, increasing her influence beyond local audiences. Each appearance added to her credibility as a developing artist, reinforcing her reputation for consistency and emotional depth. Interviews and features allowed audiences to gain insight into her personality and artistic motivations. Despite increased visibility, she maintained focus on her music rather than external attention. This balance helped her preserve authenticity while navigating public interest. Over time, media recognition became a supporting element of her career rather than its defining feature. Her ability to remain grounded contributed to the positive reception of her work. This phase of exposure strengthened her position as a rising musician whose artistry continues to attract attention from diverse audiences across multiple platforms and cultural contexts. Her recognition continues to grow steadily across international audiences and communities over extended time period. Artistic development and personal growth. Her journey of artistic development has been closely linked with personal growth and self-understanding. As she progressed in her musical career, she began refining not only her technical abilities, but also her emotional expression. This balance between skill and feeling became central to her identity as a musician. Practice routines and performance experiences contributed to her increasing confidence and maturity. She learned how to interpret music in ways that reflect both structure and emotion, creating performances that resonate deeply with audiences. Personal growth also played a role in shaping her resilience, helping her navigate challenges and maintain focus on long-term goals. Over time, she developed a clearer understanding of her artistic direction and the importance of consistency in improvement. This process required patience and dedication, as progress in music often involves gradual refinement rather than sudden change. Her development reflects a commitment to continuous learning and exploration. By embracing both strengths and limitations, she has built a foundation for sustained artistic evolution. This ongoing journey continues to define her as a musician who values depth, authenticity, and emotional connection in every performance she delivers to audiences. Her growth remains steady and continuously evolving through experience and reflection process. Influence on modern young musicians. Her influence extends beyond her own performances, inspiring a new generation of young musicians who see her journey as a model of dedication and artistic expression. Many aspiring violinists are encouraged by her ability to combine technical skill with emotional depth, showing that music can be both disciplined and expressive. Her presence in the modern musical landscape highlights the importance of accessibility and emotional communication in performance. Young performers often study her interpretations to understand how subtle variations in tone and phrasing can transform familiar compositions. Her example demonstrates that success in music is not limited to competition or awards, but is also shaped by consistency and passion. Educators often reference similar artistic journeys to motivate students to practice with intention and creativity. Her growing recognition continues to encourage learners to explore classical instruments in new and personal ways. This influence has contributed to a renewed interest in expressive instrumental performance among younger audiences. Her journey serves as a reminder that dedication and authenticity can create lasting impact in the world of music, inspiring others to pursue their artistic goals with confidence and patience, while continuing to grow through experience and exploration. Her impact continues expanding across generations steadily worldwide. Conclusion: musical journey continues. On her journey as a musician reflects a powerful combination of talent, dedication, and emotional expression that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. From early beginnings rooted in a supportive environment to her growth as a recognized performer, she has demonstrated consistent artistic development. Each stage of her path has contributed to shaping her identity, from learning foundational techniques to performing for broader audiences through various platforms. Her ability to communicate emotion through violin playing has become a defining characteristic of her work. Over time, she has built a reputation for sincerity and expressive depth, qualities that distinguish her in the world of instrumental music. Her story highlights the importance of patience, practice, and continuous learning in achieving artistic growth. Rather than relying on sudden recognition, her progress has been steady and grounded in genuine passion for music. She continues to evolve, exploring new musical directions while maintaining her core artistic values. Her journey serves as an inspiring example of how young musicians can develop their craft and connect with audiences through authenticity, discipline, and emotional storytelling that transcends cultural and linguistic boundaries across the world. Her legacy continues shaping future musical expression and artistic inspiration globally across generations of listeners.